Leading off the top of the first for Wallace State, center fielder number 10, Kason Heaps.
2 elimination games today. Here is the first of the 2. Either we won't have a herd of bison or we won't have a, what is it with lions? Probably should have thought this out before I got on the air. I know there's a name for the group of lions. What about a litter of lions? Well, nonetheless, one of these 2 teams moves on. One team will wrap up their season here as Heaps sends it to short, and Devine will send it to first. 6-3 goes the put out of Heaps.
Now batting number 19, Logan Green.
And there is one away. Wallace Hanceville is your visiting squad on virtue of the fact they are the lower of the 2 seeds. Southern Union, the higher of the 2, is your home team. Kason Heaps led it off, and Logan Green to the plate. 3-hitter is Nash Rippon. Colton Payton is the 4 guy. Jacob Fernandez batting 5th. Jamie Howell 6th. Tucker Burns is the 7-hitter. Juan Pablo Morales hitting 8th, and Connor Cosby 9th. Tanner Taylor, who played 2nd for Southern Union in their game earlier today, on the hill for the Bison. Davis Wells behind the plate. First baseman is Andrew Walton. The second baseman, Noah Jones. At short, Braden Devine. And at third, Ben Arundel. Landon Bader is in left. Center fielder Ace Williamson. And the right fielder, Jaden Anderson. Two-one count on Green. Inside with the pitch. Count goes to 3-1. Three-one offering. It is swung on. It is foul tipped. Got just a little bit of it back into the mitt of Davis Wells. Count runs full, 3-2. Three-two payoff, just a little bit outside of the walk given to Green. Lions will get a base run.
Now batting number 20.
Of course, if you get here, in this particular case, not in all instances for an elimination game, but in this case, you've tasted victory and you have tasted defeat. Southern Union beat Northwest Shoals 4-3, but then lost to Shelton State 6-3. Wallace Hanceville lost to Delgado in 8, 9-1, but knocked off Sneed State in 7, 18-10. And that's got the 2 here. There are 4 spots on the docket for tomorrow. 2 of the 4 have been taken. Shelton State and Delgado. There are 2 other spots for Sunday play. And you got 4 teams vying for the 2 spots. This game will decide one. And the nightcap, Northwest Shoals and Coastal Alabama South will decide the other. Outside with a pitch to Rippon. Southern Union 24-12 in the regular season in the conference. Wallace Hanceville 18-18. Little outside with a pitch to Rippon. And during the regular season, there were 4 meetings between the two. They happened on the 21st and 23rd of March. And of those meetings, most were won by Southern Union. Southern Union taking 3 out of 4. The lone Wallace-Hanceville win was a 12-4 7-inning game. It was intended to be a 9-inning game. That happened in Hanceville. 2-2 pitch to Rippon. And he'll strike out, 2 gone.
And gets his first strikeout for the second out of the inning. Correction, Taylor. Now batting number 24, Colton Payton.
Colton Payton next. 2 gone, base runner on top of the first. Game just underway. Our Saturday schedule of games dwindling down to just a handful now. 2 underway and 1 more to go. That second game being played is in Alabaster. Southern Union trying to force an if game against Wallace-Hanceville. Got a Wallace-Hanceville Southern Union matchup in softball and baseball as we speak. It is over to third and then dropped by Arendelle. And the E5 will put runners at first and second. So here you've got teams battling to avoid elimination. In Alabaster, you've got Southern Union trying to avoid elimination and force the if game, and Wallace-Hanceville trying to win the title. Popped up in the direction of center field. And coming in to make the catch is Ace Williamson, which means there's no damage done by the Arendelle error. 2 stranded, nobody scores. We go to the bottom of the first in the first of 2 Saturday elimination games.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Leading off the bottom of the first for Southern Union, left fielder Landon Bader.
We head to the bottom of the first. Landon Bader to start it off. And a correction on the top part of the first, thanks to the folks up here in the box, where I would have been discombobulated the rest of the game. It was a foul-off pitch that was bobbled by Arundel over at third. And Payton came back to pop out to center field. Turned into a 4-up, 3-down, 1 stranded top part of the first instead of 2 stranded and 1 error committed. So thank you very much up here in the box. Boehner is the one hitter for Southern Union. Ace Williamson batting second. Jaden Anderson, the 3-hitter. In the 4 spot, Andrew Walton. As Boehner will lift it towards center field. There to make the catch, Kason Heaps. And there is one away.
Flies out to Heaps in center field for the first out of the inning. Now batting number 11, Ace
Braden Devine, the
Williamson.
5 guy. Max Puckett hitting 6th. Ben Arundel batting 7th. Davis Wells 8th. And Noah Jones 9th for the Bison. Mason Mann getting the start for Wallace Hanceville. We have seen Mason Mann already in the tournament. Mason Mann came into the Snead State game, and he pitched about 2/3 of an inning. Or maybe that was the Delgado game. He gets into and pitches 2/3. Yeah, it was against Delgado. 2/3 of an inning, faced 6, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, 1 hit, and 4 runs allowed. As Mason Mann was the reliever to Luke Fernandez in the Delgado game. And he will get the start in this one. Juan Pablo Morales is behind the plate. Nash Rippon at first, second baseman Jacob Fernandez. At short, Tucker Burns, and the third baseman Colton Payton. There's a strike delivered. Count goes even at 2 on Williamson. Logan Green in left field, Kason Heaps in center, and Connor Cosby in right. Count runs full, 3-2. Here's the payoff from Mann. Fouled back to the screen. Southern Union in the regular season meeting wins both games in Wadley, splits in Hanceville. But the biggest of the 5 meetings now is this one. Winner moves on, takes on the winner of the Coastal South Northwest Shoals game. And the loser wraps it up.
Down on strikes for the second out.
2 gone after the strikeout of Williamson. Mann picking up his first K. Jaden Anderson to the plate. Anderson earlier today hit his 21st home run of the year. It was a solo shot, and that lost to Shelton State. A little inside with the pitch. Anderson looked to be bracing for being hit by the toss from Mason Mann. Little squibbler over towards first. Quick throw to the bag, covering his man. That was a nice play by Rippon to Mann to get Anderson on the 3-1. And when you got a 400-plus hitter with tons of RBIs, 21 home runs, you want to get him any way and any time you can. We go to the second in a scoreless game on JockJive.
For Wallace in the top of the second baseman, number 7, Jacob Fernandez.
A pretty much uneventful first. The lone base runner was a walk of Logan Green, and he was left on. Jacob Fernandez starting it off. Jamie Howes and Tucker Burns due up in the inning, too. Facing Tanner Taylor, 0-1 the count. Taylor on the year, 57 1/3 innings of work, 8-1 with 2 complete games. And 1 relief appearance, otherwise all his stats were as a starter. 56 hits, given up 32 runs, 22 earned. 11 walks and 56 strikeouts. 2 home runs allowed, a 3.45 ERA. One 2 pitch to Fernandez. A little bit outside with the pitch. Jamie Howes on deck. Wallace Hanceville on both ends of a mercy rule game. Losing by 8 in 8 to Delgado. Winning by 8 in 7 over Snead State. So they haven't played a 9-inning game yet.
Fernandez down on strikes. Now batting designated hitter Jamie Howes.
1 out, Jamie Howes to the plate. Tucker Burns to the on-deck circle. Andrew Walton, Braden Devine, Max Puckett when you get to the bottom of the second. Another pitch into the zone to Howes. And an 0-2 count. Howes, a 243 hitter on the year. One of 8 Lions with triple-digit plate appearances. 27 hits, 6 doubles, 3 home runs, 16 RBIs. For Connor, I make that for Jamie Howes. A little inside with the offering. 42 total bases, 9 extra base hits for the left-hander. He takes a pitch inside, and the count evens up at 2. Scores from earlier today. Shelton State 6-3 over Southern Union. Delgado beats Coastal South 5-4. And here's the third game of the day as Howes will fly out to left field, Bader with a catch.
Howes flies out to Bader in left for the second out of the inning. Now batting number 2.
2 gone for Tucker Burns. Juan Pablo Morales moving to the on-deck circle. And a shot in the direction of center field. Drops in as the game's first base hit.
Burns with the first hit of the game to center field.
So a runner aboard, Juan Pablo Morales coming to the plate. Morales hit a grand slam
Juan Pablo Morales
in that 18-10 win over the Parsons. Didn't hit that many during the regular season. As a matter of fact, 2. But the third one, a big one. And it was part of turning the complexion of the ball game around against Snead State. You go back to the ball game between the two, they were about midway through the game, and it was a 5-run Snead State lead. It was in the 4th inning. And Wallace Hanceville began to turn things around. That is dropped into the corner. Extra bases for Morales. Burns headed to third, told to go on to the house. He'll score. And Morales driving in the game's first run.
Scores the first run of the game.
So Morales, who had a 6 RBI game against Snead State, picks up his 7th RBI
Now batting right fielder,
in this one.
number 25, Connor Cosby.
Not a bad series for Morales. 29 RBIs and 155 regular season at-bats. And now you're looking at 7 RBIs in about 8 to 10 at-bats. Into the strike zone to Cosby. Top of the order, moving to the on-deck circle. Oh, 2 pitch. That didn't miss by much. Count goes to 1-2. One ball, 2 strike offering, 1 run in. Lions on top. High with the offering, and the count even at 2. By the way, down in Palatka, St. John's River has beaten Coastal North by a 7-1 final. So the season ends for the Coyotes, but my want to run. Came into the D2 tournament as the 6th seed. Here's a strikeout of Cosby.
Cosby down on strikes.
Bookend strikeouts. In between, you got a Howes fly out, a Burns single, and a Morales double. And the Morales double brings in Burns, makes it a 1-zip game as we head to the bottom of the 2nd. Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Be sure to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Not sure what the conversation is with catcher Juan Pablo Morales. And the umpire who was holding both face masks almost gave him his.
Leading off the bottom of the second,
And
number 8,
Morales saying, I don't think
Walton.
that's going to fit. First pitch popped up by Andrew Walton. Braden Devine and Max Puckett due up in the inning, too. Man's offering just a little bit outside. Mention that we've already seen Man work 2/3 of an inning in an earlier game. Only had 2 regular season starts and 8 appearances. Went 0-3, worked 15 1/3 innings. 19 hits given up, 18 runs, 12 earned. 10 walks, 17 strikeouts. No home runs allowed. A 7.04 ERA. He'll strike out Andrew Walton and turn in his second K of the game.
Walton down on strikes for the first out. Now batting number 3, Braden Devine.
1 out for Braden Devine. 331 hitter on a 323 hitting Bison squad. Inside pitch to Devine. Devine, 55 hits. 4th most on the team. 6 doubles, a triple, 1 home run, 25 RBIs. Max Puckett on deck. Here's the pitch to Devine. And it will get out of play. You can already see those shadows beginning to stretch across the diamond. Right behind Oxford. And they'll continue to creep towards the outfield as the sun parts ways out west. Popped up on the infield at first, the catch made by Rippon.
Fly ball to first base for the second out. Now batting number
2 outs for
25,
Max Puckett. Ben Arundel moving to the on-deck circle. Top of the order coming to the plate when you get to the top of the 3rd for Wallace Hanceville. Puckett, the DH, only 51 plate appearances in the regular season. Launches this one, though, deep towards center field, but there to make the catch is Kason Heaps. And Mason Mann, who was 0-3 in the regular season and only worked 15 innings, has retired 6 straight as we head to the 3rd.
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
off number 10, Kason Heaps.
Top of the order to the plate. It is Kason Heaps who will start it off in the third. Logan Green, Nash Rippon, 2 up in the inning, 2. Heaps ground into a 6-3 in the first. There have been 2 base hits in the ball game. Lions have them both, and they came back-to-back in the second. Tucker Burns with a single and Morales with a double. And that has been the game's only hits thus far. Until now. Leadoff single from Heaps. Third Lion hit of the game.
With a leadoff single to center field.
Obviously, the Lions are no strangers to putting hits together. They had 15 in 7 innings yesterday. And got their leadoff guy aboard with the third hit of the game here in the third. Logan Green coming to the plate. In the regular season, 446 Lion base hits. Fouled away by Logan Green. Sunshine, I do not see a cloud in the sky. But according to the forecast, that might change later tomorrow. Looking a little better, though, than the last time I looked. Said there was a 70% chance of rain Monday. That's dropped to 65. Said there was clouds all day Sunday. Now showing a little sunshine on Sunday, too. Little outside with a pitch to Logan Green. 75 degrees currently. That's as warm as it has gotten today. Winds out of the northwest at 7, gusting to 16. Humidity at 43%. High pitch, 2-1. And right now, forecasters saying about a half-inch of rain on Monday. Running is Heaps. He's tagged out. Hopped into the mid of Noah Jones, and Jones able to lay the tag on Heaps.
Heaps caught stealing at second for the first out.
Logan Green now with the bases cleared. That is popped up left side, backing up Bader. Makes the catch, 2 away.
Green flies out to left. Now batting first baseman number 20, Nash Rippon.
Well, I'm looking ahead to Monday, and the precipitation, well, I thought there might be just, certain day parts that kind of got a little rain. It's not looking good for any part of the day at the moment. Nash Rippon struck out in the first. Colton Payton to the on-deck circle. Arundel, Wells, and Jones, bottom third of the order when you get to the bottom of the third. Outside with the offering. Count even in 1. It is popped up and will get out of play. Lone run came in the second. Burns driven in by Morales. One more game to go, a roughly 7 p.m. start for Northwest Shoals and Coastal Alabama South in the second and final of our elimination games on this Saturday. Not the end of elimination games overall, though. Somebody else leaves tomorrow. 2-2 offering to Ripon. It is high, the count full. Ripon hit .224 on the year. 8 home runs, 25 RBIs. Three-two offering. He'll swing, he'll miss. Taylor will pick up strikeout number 4. There was a base hit, but the runner caught stealing turns it into a 1-2-3, top of the third. Bottom of the third, Ben Arundel starting it. Davis Wells, Noah Jones due up in the inning 2. Major League Baseball's no finals. Everybody's still playing or have yet to play. Blue Jays with a 10-8 lead over the Twins, bottom of the 7th. D-backs with a 4-3 lead over the Orioles. That's in the top of the 6th. Cubs Pirates game on hold because of rain, tied at 6. Braves with a 3-0 lead over the Mets, top of the 7th. Arundel into the bullpen. Tucker Burns looked like he was poised to climb over the wall and hop into the pen and try to catch that fly ball from Arundel. Rays with a 4-2 lead over the Yankees. Top of the 7th. Phillies 4-1 over the Marlins in the bottom of the 6th. As this one is hit towards Burns, and he'll go to first from short to get Arundel.
Ground ball to Burns for the first out of the inning. Now batting number 34.
One out for Davis Wells. Nationals Red Sox tied at 2 midway through 7. And then you still got a cartload of games to go. Astros, Tigers, Guardians, White Sox, Giants and Reds, Cards and Brewers, Rangers, Rockies, Dodgers, Padres, Royals, Angels, and A's and Mariners have yet to begin. Noah Jones on deck. Davis Wells steps in. NBA Mavericks with a 96-92 lead over the Thunder, 3:27 to play in the game. That series tied at 1 each. And the Celtics Cavaliers series, which is tied at 1, gets game number 3 underway at 7:30. One ball, couple of strikes on Davis Wells. Popped up, put out of play. Davis Wells, a .209 hitter. The Bison catcher, 67 plate appearances, 14 hits. 20 walks and 13 strikeouts on the year. But he's got a base hit here in the first one of the ball game. Your .209 guy, 8-hitter, delivering with the first one off man. Tying run aboard with 2 gone for Noah Jones.
With a single to center field. Now batting number 20, Noah Jones.
Jones hitting .248 with a home run and 10 RBIs. So Mann had retired 7 straight before the Wells single. Top of the order, moving to the on-deck circle. Mann's pitch. That's a pretty well hit fly ball. Can somebody catch up with it? It stays up a while, and that does indeed give Heaps time to get over and make the catch, and it makes Wells take a U-turn and scamper back to first.
Down in center field for the second out.
He just stayed up a little too long. And Heaps able to get underneath for out number 2.
Now batting for Southern Union, left fielder number 10, Landon Bader.
Landon Bader next. Bader with a fly out to center field in the first. Ace Williamson is on deck. Low and away with a pitch to Bader. Peyton Fernandez and Howes, 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Lions when you get to the 4th inning. And if you're wondering, yep, we're going to do shout-outs in the 4th. Give you a chance to chime in, do a little cyber cheering. We will tell you how in and out. There's a base hit up the middle, rounding second as well. So he'll head to third. Puts runners on the corners for Ace Williamson.
With a line drive, single to right center.
And a couple of base hits in the game. And they both come in the 3rd inning for the Bison. Ace Williamson to the plate. Now you're starting to get into those lofty averages, the .380 hitter. Ace Williams struck out in the first. 2 on the team in home runs and in RBIs. 19 home runs, 56 RBIs. Here's the 1-0 Mason pitch. And that got blue. But he's a tough old bird. He's going to shake it off and say, hey, let's get right back to the game. Count even in one. Tying run at third, 90 feet away. That is Davis Wells. Pater's over at first. Williamson trying to drive in the run. Mason Mann with a 2-1 count. And the count goes even at 2. You got your deuces wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the third. Into the dirt, and the count goes full. Three-two pitch, swung on and missed. Williamson will go down for the second time to a man K. Couple of runners stranded, nobody scores. We head to the fourth in your shoutouts. Top of the fourth gets underway. Colton Payton, Jacob Fernandez, and Jamie Howes due up in the inning two. You see the number, you know the process. I'll just kind of stick a few reminders out there. And you got a base hit to start it off for Payton. Runner on for Jacob Fernandez. But here are the reminders. Who's it to? Who's it from? What is it?
Number 7, Jacob Fernandez.
And we'll do it all fourth inning long. So you got time, at least at the moment. 334-488-1385. And if you're like, you gave it to me too quick, it is on the scoreboard. And we got a little watch party going on. Snap a photo. Send that to us. We want pictures. And where are you watching from. I think some of the more interesting over the course of the last few weeks. I know we had a couple of weeks ago I-65 northbound watching the game. I think I did one last week when somebody was stuck in Atlanta traffic watching. That fits into the unique category, so stick that on there too. You write them, I read them, all fourth inning long. Bunted by Fernandez to third, scooped up by Arundel, goes to first. Gets the out, but gets Peyton over.
Fernandez with his sacrifice bunt moves Peyton to second.
Jamie Howes to the plate.
With one out, designated hitter Jamie Howes.
Shout out from Wallace Hanceville coach Putman's daughter Shelby, who is also the wife of Enterprise State coach Bubba Frichter. Shelby has cheered on the Lions and is very proud of how far the Weevils came this season with Division II in the tournament a few weeks ago. Go Lions and go Weevils. Well, Shelby, you are completely surrounded by baseball. 1 and 2. So you got to be consumed for several weeks and postseason and all year long. Hats off to you. And thanks for the shout out. 334-488-1385. Count even at 1 on Howes. He flew out to left field in the second. Taylor's pitch popped up. Back onto the grass goes Devine. He's got it for out number 2.
Devine with the catch for the second out of the inning.
2 outs for Tucker Burns.
Now batting number 2, Tucker Burns.
Anderson, Walton, and Devine when you get to the bottom of the 4th for Southern Union. Back to the screen and out of play. Burns has got one of the now 4 Wallace Hanceville base hits. He had the first one. A single in the second, came in and scored on the Juan Pablo Morales double. A little inside with the pitch. And speaking of Juan Pablo Morales, he is on deck. 1-1 offering, and it is 1 and 2. 3, 4, and 5 in the Southern Union order when you get to the bottom of the 4th. One-two pitch. Sliced in the direction of right field. That looks like it could be trouble. It does drop in. Trying to get over and get it was Anderson, but that will drop in. And Burns has got his second hit, and the Lions have got their second run.
Burns with an RBI single to right, scoring the second run of the game for Wallace State. Now batting catcher number 15, Juan Pablo Morales.
Lions turn it into a 2-zip game. And Juan Pablo Morales coming to the plate. He doubled in a run in the second. Already a 7 RBI series for Morales. Connor Cosby on deck. Strike delivered on the inside part of the plate. That is hit towards left field. Bader's there, maybe battling the sun a little bit, but able to make the catch, route number 3. But the Lions get a run. and turn it into a 2-zip lead as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Craps got it. Long throw over, and he got it. We get the bottom of the fourth underway. Jaden Anderson starts at Andrew Walton and Braden Devine due up in the inning two. Got a shout out to Logan Green from your dad, Nikki. Thank you very much for the shout out to Logan from Nikki. Jaden Anderson, Andrew Walton, Braden Devine due up in the inning. If you're the Lions and you got to face Anderson, here's how you want to face him.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth.
Leading it off. Nobody aboard.
15, Jaden Anderson.
You talk about big numbers during the season. 15 doubles. That is second best on the team. 1 triple, 20 home runs. Of course, hit his 21st earlier today. That 20 leads the team. 60 RBIs, that leads the team. He has walked 35 times. Got a feeling some of those intentional. Toss in 10 stolen bases and an on-base percentage of 55%. Pretty potent weapon in Jaden Anderson. 2-2 pitch, too far outside. $151 total bases. That leads the Bison as well. His 36 extra base hits, tops for the Bison. Three and 2 the count. Anderson wrapped into the 3-1 in the first. Well, there we go. Could have another one. Solo shot. It's out of the park. 22 round trippers on the year. Second solo home run of the day. Jaden Anderson. There's the reason that if you got to face him, you want to face him with nobody on.
Batting first baseman, number 8, Andrew Walton.
Got somebody on, it's a tie game. Or the Bison have got the lead. And he homers in leadoff fashion. There's another smash. Back-to-back home runs. Andrew Walton following up the Jaden Anderson shot.
Back-to-back home runs. Number 8, Andrew Walton.
Now it's tied up at 2. Randy Putman out. And I think I see a pitcher making his way from the pin, which would indicate man's day is done. When a man's work is finished, the reliever comes in.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Now batting number 3, Braden Devine.
First Colton Dempsey pitch. Braden Devine sends it into center field.
To center field.
And a base runner aboard.
Next up, number 25, Max
Mason
Bucket.
Mann had not given up a home run all year long. And he gives him up in back-to-back at-bats. Game tied at 2. Still nobody gone. Here in the bottom of the 4th, Max Puckett coming to the plate. Swing and a miss by Puckett. Shout out to the Wonder Boy, Dominique Decker, giving the umpires hydration in between innings. Dominique, who is on the DL list and had a red shirt this year due to an ankle injury. He's still cheering on his team and Wallace State, hoping to keep the run alive. Thank you very much for the Wonder Boy shout out. Colton Dempsey, 5 regular season appearances. Worked 9 in the 3rd innings. And it says got a complete game, so the complete game must have been a 7-inning game. Or I guess if it's a mercy rule, it could have been 6.5. Or it could have been 4.5. A lot of variables involved. Strike 3, got the inside part of the plate on Puckett. One out with Ben Arundel next.
For the first out. Now batting number 30.
Bud Dempsey, 9 1/3 innings of work, 1-1 record. 10 hits given up, 5 runs, 4 earned, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts. Did not allow a regular season homer. 3.86 ERA. He takes over for Mason Mann. Mann worked 3 innings, faced 13. 3 strikeouts, no walks, 4 hits, 2 runs, and they came off solo home runs in this inning, Anderson and Walton. One-0 offering. Drops it into the zone, and the count evens up at 1. Arundel hit .289, only had 38 regular season plate appearances. That is driven to left field. It will one hop to the wall. Devine told to go on home. Arundel's got a double, and Southern Union's got a lead.
With a hard hit ball to left, RBI double. Southern Union takes the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Next up, number 34, Davis Wells.
Davis Wells to the plate. Wells with a single in the 3rd. Noah Jones is on deck. Still got just a single out in the inning. That lone out was the strikeout of Puckett. And this is the 4th that Dempsey has faced. Oh, 1 pitch. Ground toward second. Fernandez will grab it, go to first. Gets Wells while Arundel goes to 3rd.
Fernandez fields the ground ball, throws to first for the 2nd out.
2 outs for Noah Jones, the 9-hitter who popped out to center field in the 3rd.
Number 20, Noah Jones.
A little inside with the offering. Last NJCAA polls prior to the start of the postseason, Gaston College was number 1. I think I have heard they lost early in their conference tournament. If so, not headed to Grand Junction. Johnson County 2. Georgia Highlands wins the GCAA, but still has to take on a Tennessee team. I'll have to look and see who the Tennessee team is. I know who it's not. It's not Walter State, who was the 11th ranked team and got beat twice quickly, 2 and done. Iowa Western 4, Northwest Florida State 5. Florence Darlington Tech at 6. Weatherford College 7th, Crowder College 8. Glen 9 and Indian River 10. That is hit to center field, and that will drop in as a base hit for Noah Jones.
Noah Jones with an RBI single.
It brings in Arundel.
Scoring Arundel. Now back to the top of the order.
Bison take a 2-run lead.
Number 10, Landon
And
Bader.
get us back to the top of the order with Landon Bader coming to the plate. Your second 10 in those polls. as it is scooped up at short by Burns. Goes to first, gets the out of Bader on the 6-3. Well, we'll get to the rest of the rankings when we get to the 5th. Bison take the lead on a 4-run fourth. Top of the 5th, bottom of the order, Connor Cosby leading it off. Rolls the bunt to third. Perfect punt. Bunt single. Has a Lion on to begin the 5th.
Cosby leads off the top of the 5th with a bunt single.
Top of the order, Case and Heaps coming to the plate. Second 10 in the junior college polls. Pima Community College 11, College of Southern Nevada. Bryce Harper's old stomping grounds 12. Walter State 13, put out in the TCCAA tourney. Central Arizona 14, Hutch 15. Navarro is 16, Salt Lake 17, Shelton State 18. It's still in the hunt for a trip to Colorado. Florida Southwestern 19, and Chipola is 20. One and 0 the count on Heaps. And it's popped up on the infield at first. The catch will be made by Walton.
Pop out to Walton at first for out number 1.
One out for Logan Green.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19, Logan Green.
Green with a walk and a fly out to left. 0 for 1 in the game, grounds it to short. Devine's got it, whips it to first. Cosby to second, but Green's out too.
Green grounds out the shortstop.
Nash Rippon is
Now
next.
Number 20, Nash Rippon.
The inside with a pitch to Rippon. We were talking about some of the top teams in the country, Florida Southwestern, Chipola, and Northwest. That is hit well to center field. It's out of the park. 2-run Nash Rippon homer.
Rippon rips one over the wall in center
And voila, it is a tie game again. Now at 4.
2-run home run ties it up.
What a big smash by Rippon.
Now batting number 24, Colton.
8 home runs in the regular season for the .224 hitting Rippon. Smashes his 9th home run and picks up RBIs 26 and 27. As it is fouled away by Payton. And we are back to a tie game. An appeal to see if he went blue at first, as he did indeed. Colton Payton picking up strike number 2. But it looks like Chipola and Northwest Florida playing one another as we speak down in Tampa to determine a Region 8 winner. That is rolling towards first baseman Walton. He'll hit Payton on the put out at first. Nobody's left stranded, but 2 runners will come in on Rippon's 9th round tripper of the year.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Bottom of the 5th, Ace Williamson starts it. Jaden Anderson and Andrew Walton due up in the inning 2. Fouled away by Williamson. It looks like in Tennessee, Cleveland State may have won it all, which would mean a Cleveland State-Georgia Highlands matchup. Florida's champ not yet decided. And of course, that would be to get to the World Series in Grand Junction. Alabama doesn't have to worry about a district tournament. It's combined. And that's why you've got a couple of Louisiana teams here as Williamson strikes out.
Williamson down on strikes, out number 1.
But Region 7 and 17 have got to play one another in a best 2 out of 3 series. Florida, I think, direct ticket to the World Series. Jaden Anderson, 1 for 2. The one was a solo home run in the 4th. When it was a 4-2 game. And then Andrew Walton followed with a solo shot to make it a 4-4 game, make that a 3-3 game. And then Devine came in on the Arundel double and is picked up and quickly thrown to first by Burns to get Anderson.
Burns fields the ball up the middle for out.
Okay, let's go back through that again. I think I got a little discombobulated. It was a 2-0 game. Anderson makes it 2-1. Walton makes it 2-2.
Now batting number
Devine
8, Andrew Walton.
then gives the lead to Southern Union, 3-2, and Arundel scores and makes it a 4-2 game. Then in the top of the fifth, that happened in the bottom of the fourth. Top of the fifth, Ripon, after Cosby got on with a single, homered, tied it up at 4, and that's where we're at in the bottom of the fifth. One and one on Walton. Foul back, Colton Dempsey, who came into the ball game after those back-to-back home runs that Mason Mann gave up. And gave up 3 hits in the fourth, a single to Devine, double to Arundel, and the single to Jones. It has a chance to turn into a 1-2-3 fifth. Two-two pitch. It is fouled off, and the count will stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. Right about 90 minutes into this ball game, which means that 4 o'clock matchup in Alabaster is about 90 minutes in. It started at the same time. But they should be closer to wrapping up what would either be the championship for Wallace Hanceville or force an if game. If there's an if game in D1 softball, it happens tomorrow. A little bit outside of the walk given to Walton. First Dempsey walk, and it's the first walk for any Lion pitcher in this one.
Now batting number 3, Braden Devine.
Base runner on for Braden Devine. 1 for 2 in the game with a run scored. A little inside with the Colton Dempsey offering. One-0 pitch. Devine popped out to first in the second. Singled and scored his run as part of that 4-run fourth. One ball, 1 strike. That's a high chopper towards third. Backing up to field, Payton goes to first. Not quite in time, able to beat it out as Devine.
Devine beats the throw to first for an infield single.
Couple of runners on.
Now batting with 2 on, 2 outs, number 25, Max Puckett.
And a little bit of an argument from Nash Ripon. Looks like a pretty good call from Blue. Two runners aboard, 2 gone. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Max Puckett to the plate. Puckett 0 for 2 in the game with a fly out and a strikeout. Strike delivered on the inside part of the plate. Puckett the last out in the second, the first one in the fourth. As a matter of fact, he was Colton Dempsey's first out of the ball game. Sliced in the direction of left field, and there to make the catch is Logan Green.
Puckett flies out to Green in the left for the third
To get
out.
on to stay on, we go to the sixth
As we
in a
go to the
4-4
sixth
game.
inning,
The University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Decades of experience in distance learning. Empowering students of all ages. More than 90 degree and certificate programs to advance your career. UA Online. Flexible, affordable, legendary. Let your computer be your campus. Visit online.ua.edu.
Leading off, number 7, Jacob Fernandez.
Top of the sixth, first pitch, ground to second. Jones has got it, goes to first. We're a pitch and an out into the sixth.
Fernandez grounds out to Jones at second for the first out.
Jamie Howell's next, 0 for 2 in the game.
Hitter, number
Couple of
21,
flyouts
Jamie Howell.
to left and short. Tucker Burns on deck. Bottom third of the order in the bottom of the sixth for Southern Union. Hit short. Two-hopper is grabbed by Devine, and 2 quick outs.
Howells grounds out to Devine for the second out.
Tucker Burns, a couple of singles. He scored after one and drove in a run with the other. Juan Pablo Morales on deck. The Tanner Taylor offering. Low and inside. Trying to make it a quick inning. There has not been a 1-2-3 top part of the inning where the hitters were retired without getting aboard. There was one in the third, but Heaps got on with a single and was caught stealing second. Two-0 pitch to Burns. Got the inside part of the plate. Two-one toss, just a little bit outside. Hitter, catcher, and umpire in the shadows. In the sunshine is your pitcher, Taylor. As those shadows continue that track across the diamond. It will get a little quicker. Slow process to begin with and getting the shadows completely out of the park. Once you get them to the outfield, there's a frisbee that Jaden Anderson sent back on the, you call it a frisbee course, frisbee golf course. They've got just outside of the diamond. No, strike three. Out will go Burns. Considering how many times we've been here and how much frisbee golf is played, I am really surprised that's the first time I've ever seen a frisbee make its way onto the diamond. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 6th. We go to the bottom of the inning with Arundel, Wells, and Jones due up.
Leading off the bottom of the 6th, third baseman, number 30, Ben Arundel.
I think the Juan Pablo Morales radio has gotten off frequency, and he could not hear from the dugout. So they've got it back on frequency, and it's ready to roll. Right channel. Kind of tuned in a little 70s music in between stints behind the plate. Just put it on the wrong station. Now got it back on the right one. Okay, that's probably not right. That is shot towards left field. It will drop in. Is it extra bases for Arundel? He thinks so, and it is. Lead off double for the Bison.
Arundel with a line drive to left field. Starts the inning off with a double. Now batting number 34.
Runner in scoring position for Davis Wells. And Colton Dempsey will give up his 5th base hit. He's faced 11 and allowed 5 base hits. Got a runner on in second for Davis Wells. Wells 1 for 2 in the game. A single and a ground out to second. Noah Jones is on deck. Low and away with the Colton Dempsey offering. Dempsey, 5 appearances, 9 innings. A little less than 2 innings on average. And he has now worked a little over 2 innings. So the longer stint than average for Dempsey. One-two offering. Wells with a single in the third, a ground out in the fourth. One-two pitch. A little too far inside. Counting it in two, couple of balls, couple of strikes. High pitch and the count runs full. Davis Wells hitting .209. 14 RBIs, 6 extra base hits. They've all been doubles. Strike three on the outside part of the plate.
Wells goes down on strikes for out.
And there is one away.
Now batting number 20, Noah Jones.
Well, Lion softball fans ecstatic. Wallace Hanceville has beaten Southern Union in D1 softball to capture the D1 crowd and punch their ticket to, I think, a district. I think they've got maybe a district before heading to the Nationals, as that one is popped up towards left field. Drops in as a base hit. Jones on to third, goes Arundel.
Jones with a single to left. Arundel moves over to third. Now
Couple of base runners on as we get back to the top of the order.
Number 10, Landon Bader.
Into the bullpen. Nice catch made there by a Lion. Trying to lobby for maybe the out. But, you know, it doesn't work that way. Though you're wearing a Lion uniform. Got to be on that lineup card. Got to be in the field of play. Couple of ace runners on the corners. Landon Bader, 1 for 3 in the game. I had some fans calling for a balk. There is a little kind of an unusual motion from Dempsey. And that throw over to first. Into right field, base hit. That will bring it Arundel. Bison get the lead back as Bader delivers.
Bader with an RBI single to right to take the lead.
Jones to second. Ace Williamson coming to the plate in a 5-4 game.
Number 11, Ace Williamson.
And still just a single out in the inning. Williamson, 3 strikeouts in the game. Here's a .280 hitter who has hit 19 home runs and 56 RBIs. striking out 3 in a row, and that doesn't happen often. Drops in as a base hit into center field, and the bases are loaded up for who else than Jaden Anderson.
Williamson singles the center, loading the bases for number 15, Jaden Anderson.
Anderson's got 2 home runs, 1 in this game, 1 earlier today. And he's already got fans in the stands calling for a grand slam. Randy Putman looking at the pin, and that could be it for Dempsey. And I see a reliever making his way to the gate, which would be an indication the new guy's coming in. So a new pitcher in the Dempsey numbers 90 seconds from now.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Bases are packed, nowhere to put Jaden Anderson, and if somehow you deal with Anderson, then you gotta deal with another power hitter. As this one is popped up in right, and Anderson not happy with himself with a fly out to second for out number 2.
Anderson pops out to second base for the second out. Now batting first baseman Andrew Walton.
2 gone for Andrew Walton. Walton 37 RBIs on 8 round trippers during the course of the regular season. 65 home runs hit by the Bison. That happened during the regular season. You tack on more. Heck, in this game, he got 2. In the prior game, he got at least 1. Trying to rely on my memory, but you're looking thus at about 70 home runs on the year. Back to the screen foul from Walton. Lions putting Luke Fernandez on the hill. And if you are the Lions, this would be a feather in your cap if you can minimize the damage, strand 3, and head into the 7th in a 1-run game. I got the One of the more dominant pitchers, the reliever of the year. Trying to do that. That is Luke Fernandez with 6 complete games, our pitcher of the year. 85 innings of work, 40 walks, 100 strikeouts. Well, the Lions pitcher of the year. As the strike is outside. And Fernandez just passed his catcher Morales. And you got the out at there. No, wow, that is close. And that is going to have Randy Putman out to say, you weren't looking. Let's go to another. And Putman is told to head to the other side of the chalk, and that's where the conversation would begin. He had walked out onto the field. And Fernandez, with the throw over to his third baseman. Catching Jones, napping. At least that's what Putman thought. The umpire did not see it that way. Strike 3 and out will go Walton. 3 are left stranded. 1 run is in. Bison have taken the lead and will take it to the 7th.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the 7th, Juan Pablo Morales starting it off. Takes the pitch and fouls it back to the screen and turns it into a 1-2 count. Morales with a double and a fly out to left, 1 for 2 in the games, got an RBI in the contest. From a drag swing over towards first. Connor Cosby and Kason Heaps, 2 up in the inning too. All the ACCC Division I baseball honors posted on the website. And obviously you will see Lions and Bison. There is a base hit from Morales. Leadoff single.
Morales singles to right to lead off the inning.
Tying run aboard here in the 7th. First team, Nick Wilson and Kyle Morrison from Shelton State.
Connor Cosby.
Wesley Helms, Shelton State. Mason Steele. All from Shelton State. And pitcher Bodie Vale. Another Buccaneer. Also on that first team, Alex Johnson of Snead State, who also had Trey Higgins and Baker Green on the first team. Shelton State also putting John Michael Pickens on the first team. Southern Union had Jaden Anderson and Ace Williamson. As it is punted back to Taylor, throw goes to second, and we'll get the lead runner.
Taylor fields the bunt, gets the lead runner at second for the first out.
One out, Cosby
Now
at first.
Number 10, Kason Heaps.
Well, and now you got a conversation with the Southern Union head coach. And so Coach Putman wanted an explanation earlier from this very same ump, and now it's Coach Willard asking for a response. Well, let's see if we can pick up what might have prompted this visit. I may be arguing that there was interference on the ability to make the double play. Well, the umpires will confer. Got the out at second, but I think Coach Willard is contending that the interference created by Morales deterred them from being able to make the out at first of Cosby, which would have turned it into the double play. Well, his appeal lost. Got a base runner at first. Cosby with one away. Back to the top of the order. Kason Heaps to the plate. Heaps 1 for 3 in the game. Floats this one in the direction of Baderman left. He will make the catch, and there's 2 gone.
Fly ball to Baderman left for the second out.
2 outs for Logan Green.
Now batting number 19, Logan Green.
Green with a walk, a fly out, and a ground out. Oh for 2 in the game. Nash Rippon to the on-deck circle. Devine, Puckett, and Arundel when you get to the bottom of the 7th for the Bison. That is chopped towards short, trying to grab it on the short hop is Devine. And that is going to be charged as an E6. Green on.
Green reaches first on the air. Now batting number 20, Nash Rippon.
Couple of base runners aboard for Nash Rippon. Rippon has struck out twice and homered once. 1 for 3 with a 2-run shot in the 5th. Colton Payton on deck. That is hit towards center field, and what a nice grab on the short hop. Boy, if that gets past Williamson, you really got problems. And now you do have problems with the throwaway over to third, and 2 runs will come in.
Rippon with an RBI single, an additional run on the throwing error.
So Rippon picks up his 3rd RBI on the single, and the error will bring in Green. And that will give the lead back over to the Lions.
Now batting number 24, Colton Payton.
Colton Payton to the plate. A fly out to center field, a single and a ground out to first. 1 for 3 in the game for Payton. Here's another blooper. Let's see, though, if second baseman Noah Jones can get there, and he can.
Hops out to second base.
1 runner is stranded, but 2 runners are in. Lions have reclaimed the lead as we head to the bottom of the 7th.
The Alabama Baseball Coaches Association All-Star event has been a staple in amateur baseball in Alabama since 2000. Each June, 120 high school underclassmen join at Troy University to participate in this highly coveted event. Besides being evaluated on the field in a pro-style workout and in live games by 30 to 40 college coaches, the players and their parents attend informational sessions on the recruiting process and academic requirements. We look forward to seeing you this summer at our annual All-Star.
Now pitching for Wallace State, number 17, Mitchell Rhodes. Leading off the bottom of the 7th, shortstop number 3, Braden Devine.
The new pitcher is Matthew Rones. Rones, 12 appearances, 1 start, 1-1. 25 1/3 innings of work, 22 hits given up, 8 runs. All earned, 11 walks and 24 strikeouts. 1 home run allowed, a 2.84 ERA. And with the Lions reclaiming the lead, Fernandez has been taken out of the game after working 2/3 of an inning and facing two. Right over the mitt of Tucker Burns, and on is Devine with a leadoff single.
Devine with a line drive single to left center. Now batting number 25, Max Puckett.
Runner aboard for Max Puckett. Puckett 0 for 3 in the game. Fernandez, 1 strikeout, no walks, no hits, no runs. And Matthew Rhodes steps in. Rhodes becomes the 4th Lion pitcher. Man started, Dempsey, Fernandez, and Rhodes follow. That is in foul territory and out of play for Puckett, who popped out to center field, popped out to left field, and in between struck out. Bottom of the 7th in a 6-5 game. It has seesawed back and forth. And Lions currently, as it's popped up on the infield. Burns with a catch at short, 1 away.
Pop out to Burns at short for the first out of the inning. Now batting number 30, Ben Arundel.
1 out for Ben Arundel. Arundel with a couple of doubles and a ground out to short. 2 for 3 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. First pitch just a little bit inside, and it is 1-0. Davis Wells on deck. Lions in the 8th have 5, 6, and 7 coming to the plate. Fernandez, Howes, and Burns. Two-0 Rhodes pitch on the outside part of the plate. Arundel, 3 extra base hits during the season. .38 plate appearances. On base percentage at 34. That's 4 stolen bases. And the count runs full. 14 strikeouts in those 38 plate appearances. Arundel with the ground out to short is the first out in the 3rd inning. Doubled in the 5th, to make that the 4th and the 5th. And he will strike out here in the 7th. 2 gone for Davis Wells.
Arundel down on strikes for out number 2. Now batting number 34, Davis Wells.
You can begin to see the fielders shading those eyes, that west setting sun into the eyes of the fielders. It's not bothering Juan Pablo Morales, but everybody else is going to struggle with it. .1-0 pitch, out of the strike zone, 2-0. And as I mentioned yesterday, we struggle with it. The camera sees all this light pouring in, and it will get worse as the sun continues to set, and it tries to compensate. That is fouled off towards right field. Two-one offering to Wells, who singled in the third, ground out to second in the fourth, struck out in the sixth. Noah Jones is on deck. Fernandez, Howes, and Burns in the eighth. Throw down, runner is safe. In with a stolen base is Braden Devine. And the tying run in scoring position with a base hit likely to tie it up at 6. And Davis Wells trying to do his part and bring in that 6th run. 3-1 the count on Wells. Count runs full, 3-2. In Alabaster, 1, maybe 2 games tomorrow. They'll both be Division II. Division I has crowned a champion, Wallace Hanceville, knocking off Southern Union. Cinderella story, though, for the Lady Bison. That's outside, and the walk is issued to Wells. They were a 6 seed and made it to the title game. Wallace Hanceville, though, continuing a dynasty. It doesn't seem to matter who the head coach is. They're winning games, winning softball championships. Coach Putman coming out to talk with everybody, not just pitcher. He summons the infielders for the conversation. Couple of base runners on in first and second. 2 are gone. Puckett and Arundel. Lions trying to hang on to the current 1-run lead and bring it to the 8th inning, when 5, 6, and 7 will come to the plate for the Lions. As anticipated, Rhodes staying in. Two hours, 11 minutes of baseball in this one. And still got the 8th and 9th to go. On the outside part of the plate to Noah Jones. Jones 2 for 3 in the game. A couple of singles and a fly out to center field. A 1 pitch. A little bit outside. Rhodes trying to hit a similar spot and get a similar call, but a little bit outside of the strike zone. Landon Bader is on deck. That has popped up. It's on the infield. And coming in from third to make the catch is Colton Payton. Jones will fly out. 2 are stranded. Still 6-5 Lions as we head to the 8th.
Leading off the 8th for Wallace, second baseman number 7, Jacob Fernandez.
Top of the 8th, Jacob Fernandez will start in, facing a new guy on the bump. The new guy is Rim Maxwell. Maxwell, 13 appearances, 2 starts in the regular season, went 2-0 with 23 innings of work, 24 hits given up, 17 runs, 11 earned, 17 walks, 17 strikeouts, 2 home runs, a 4.30 ERA. Taylor leaving after 7. And facing a total of 31 in those 7 innings. One walk, 4 strikeouts, 9 hits, 6 runs. And Taylor leaves and Maxwell steps in. Fernandez sending it out of play. Fernandez has struck out, sacrificed, and ground out. A 3-2 count on Fernandez. Jamie Howes is on deck. Another one fouled away. Our first look at Rim Maxwell. And is hit towards left field. And there to make the catch, Landon Bader, and out goes Fernandez.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 21, Jamie Howes.
Earlier today, Phones, Collette, and Floyd all got some pitching time for the Bison, and this one, Taylor and Maxwell. Howes 0 for 3 in the game with a couple of flyouts and a ground out. Got stuck on it because I almost saw a strikeout coming up from the hitter that follows, and that put me on a brief pause. Howes with a fly out to third, 2 gone. Here's the guy that's got a strikeout on his resume, but a couple of singles too. Tucker Burns, base hits in the 2nd and 4th.
Now batting number 2, Tucker Burns.
And struck out looking in the 6th. Back to the plate with 2 gone in the 8th. Top of the order to the plate for the Bison when you get to the bottom of the 8th. On the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Burns singled and scored a run in the 2nd, singled and drove in a run in the 4th, and then struck out looking as part of that 3-up, 3-down 6th. Strike 3, and out goes Burns. 2nd time he's been caught looking. Prior was Taylor, this time it's Maxwell.
The Alabama Baseball Coaches Association All-Star event has been a staple in amateur baseball in Alabama since 2000. Each June, 120 high school underclassmen join at Troy University to participate in this highly coveted event. Besides being evaluated on the field in a pro-style workout and in live games by 30 to 40 college coaches, the players and their parents attend informational sessions on the recruiting process and academic requirements. We look forward to seeing you this summer at our annual All-Star event.
Top of the order for Southern Union, number 10, Landon Bader.
Landon Bader starts it off. Ace Williamson and Jaden Anderson due up in the inning 2. Opening pitch for Matthew Rones out of the strike zone. Rones came into the game in the 7th. Faced 5, 1 strikeout, 1 base hit, 1 walk. But did not allow a run, left 2 on. And will work the 8th. Landon Bader would like to have that swing back. Count goes even at 1. A pop out, a single, a ground out. That's bobbled by Burns. Still able to get the out. 6-3 of Bader.
Bader grounds out to Burns at short. Out number 1.
And there's one down for Ace Williamson.
Ace Williamson.
Williamson, 3 strikeouts and a single. 1 for 4 in the game. Jaden Anderson on deck. Lions trying to take a 1-run lead into the 9th. Bison want to go ahead and reclaim the advantage here in the bottom of the 8th. Offering to Williamson. That is hit in the direction of right field. Backtracking Cosby to the wall. Watches it sail out of the park. Ace Williamson with a home run.
Home run over the right field wall. Ties the game.
We're tied at 6. Jaden Anderson coming to the plate.
Now batting number 15, Jaden Anderson.
Anderson 1 for 4. That one was a home run. Came in the 4th inning. Patient hitter though, not just a home run hitter, a .438 hitter. 15 doubles, a triple. .36 extra base hits in the regular season. Two and 1 the count on Anderson. Well, Southern Union has done part of their 2-part plan. They got the first part, the tying up part. Now they want to take the lead into the 9th. 2-2 pitch to Anderson. A little bit outside. Matthew Rhodes had given up 1 home run this year. He's now given up 2. 3-2 pitch. And he might just have given up 3. No, pump against the fence. Drops in front of the chain link, a double. 16th of the year for Jaden Anderson.
Now batting number 8, first baseman Andrew Walton.
Andrew Walton to the plate. He's homered. Homered in the 4th inning right behind Jaden Anderson's solo shot. Well, that looked to begin with like it had the distance, but drops right in front of the 375 mark. Walton given a free pass to first.
Walton gets the intentional walk. Brings up number 3, Braden Devine.
And Braden Devine coming to the plate. Devine, a .331 hitter, may not have the power numbers, a single home run, 25 RBIs, like some of his predecessors, but a .331 hitter on the year, and there's that shot to right field that will load it up.
Devine singles to right, loading the bases.
Anderson to third, and second is Walton, and first Devine for Max Puckett. And Randy Putman coming out to likely get Rhodes. Yep, he's already made the point of the pin. New guy coming in for the Lions in a 6-6 game with the bases loaded and 1 away.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Now batting for Southern Union, pinch hitter, number 27, Patrick McGlawn.
Pat McGlawn pitch hitting for Max Puckett. McGlawn was a starter in Southern Union's game against Shelton State. He was the third baseman. Had an 0 for 5 day. He inserted in this one, trying to drive in that run from third. They'd like more, but definitely the one from third. He is a .356 hitter on the year. Strike 2 on the outside part of the plate. Facing the new pitcher, Eli Jackson. Big at bat, fouled away. McGlawn, a .356 hitter, 6 home runs, 39 RBIs, 12 doubles, 149 plate appearances. Boy, this is a luxury to bring in off the bench with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 8th. Low and away with a pitch, and the count even at 2. 19 walks, 33 strikeouts for McGlawn. The Jackson 2-2. That is sent towards center field. It'll be deep enough to bring in the run. Tagging up from third is Anderson, tagging from second to third, Walton, and first to second, Devine. So McGlawn has done his job with the sac fly.
Now batting number 30, Ben Arundel.
Gives the lead back to the Bison. Ben Arundel to the plate. And Arundel will be intentionally walked to put force outs at every base. Davis Wells coming to the plate.
Arundel goes to first on the intentional walk. Now batting number 34, Davis Wells.
Eli Jackson, 16 appearances, half of those as a starter this year. Went 2-3 with a save, 54 in the third innings of work. 62 hits given up. 44 runs, 36 earned, 29 walks, 34 strikeouts. 1 home run, a .596 ERA. That will roll away from Morales, and in from third comes Walton. A 2-run lead. One and one the count on Davis Wells. Matthew Rhodes worked an inning in the third for the Lions. Faced 10, 1 strikeout, 2 walks, 4 hits. And the verdict still out on the number of runs allowed. Currently 3, could be 4. Two ball, 2 strike offering, and that is hit towards right field. Able to make the catch on the warning track is Connor Cosby. 8 go to the plate, 3 come in. Lead changes hands, and the Lions know the task. 2 to tie, and 3 to take the lead.
just about all white Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Leading off the top of the ninth for Wallace State, number 15, Juan Pablo Morales.
Top of the ninth, Juan Pablo Morales starting it for Wallace. Hanceville, they need 2 to tie and send it to the bottom of the ninth. Bison willing to concede 1, but they don't want 2. Couple of strikes on Morales. Rim Maxwell retired all 3 he faced in the 8th. Morales 2 for 3 in the game. Maxwell trying to nibble on the edges. Two offering. And is sent towards left field, and charging in to make the catch, Landon Bader. One out, Connor Cosby next. That brings Cosby to the plate and Heaps to the on-deck circle. On the outside part of the plate to Cosby. Nothing in 2 on Cosby. Slices it foul and stays 0-2. Well, the Lions want to see Jones, Bader, and Williamson. The 9-1 and 2 spots in the bottom of the 9th. Bison, they would prefer no, as that one has popped up over near the bullpen for the Lions, and that's where it will drop out of play. Cosby struck out in the 2nd, singled in the 5th, ground into a 1-6 in the 7th. Case and Heaps on deck, 1 away. Here's the 2-strike offering from Maxwell. Got Cosby for out number 2.
Cosby down on strikes for the 2nd out.
5 in a row retired by Maxwell.
Now batting number 10, Case and Heaps.
Top of the order, Case and Heaps 1 for 4 as the Lions are down to their last out. Trying to stay in the tourney. So too are the Bison. And right now you've got the Lions trying to stay in the game. Heaps ground out to short in the first, singled in the third, popped out to first in the fifth, to left in the seventh, inside with the pitch. Count evens up at 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and now down to their last out and last strike. And that final 4 right now set to include Shelton State, Delgado. As it's popped up, over to Warren's first. Walton makes the catch, and now Southern Union is in.
Heaps flies out to first. Your final score, Wallace State 6.
This one goes final.
8.
And it's the Bison who will live to play another day. Great season wraps up for the Lions. 9 hits, 6 runs, no errors committed, 4 stranded by the Lions. Southern Union, a total of 16 hits, 2 errors. They will strand 12 in the game. Scoring-wise for the Lions, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 2 each in the fifth and 7. For the Bison, 4 in the fourth, a run in the sixth, and that very productive 8 that accounted for 3. 8-6 your final score. 1 more elimination game to go as the Lions join the Parsons and the Pelicans, exiting the tourney and bringing the total of teams left to 5. We'll see you in about 30 minutes as you got 1 more game to go. It's an elimination bout between Coastal South, and in that matchup, South will take on Northwest Shoals. Should be a good one. We will see you then for the ACCC and JockJive. I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.